Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all the trending stories. Our top story today, the 3-hour traffic jam in Dubai is causing huge delays.
We'll also be talking about, amid heavy speculations, Ain Dubai has announced its opening dates.
We have the cutest story. There's been another Guinness World Record in Dubai, the largest gathering of people dressed as astronauts. They're mini people, and it's adorable.
And we'll be talking about Dubai police intercept yet another drug trafficking operation.
And do stay tuned, because we had the biggest interview of our lives yesterday. Jason Derulo is going to be at the Coca-Cola Arena this Friday, and I would like to thank him for something.
You would like to thank him for what, Casey?
I would like to thank him because my mom has told me for years that I'm musical. She threw me into piano lessons, accordion, singing, ballet, everything. And I was like, Mom, I just don't get it. And now we sang for Jason, a musical genius of our time. He's so talented. And his reaction was the proof that I cannot sing.
No,
Mom.
What are you saying? His reaction was priceless. He was like, that was something.
It was so awkward.
It was not.
It was so awkward.
It literally was not. He was impressed. He was caught off guard. He was impressed. He was like, okay, I write songs for my lovers, fans, all of them. No one's ever written a song for him. You know? It was touching.
Do you think he liked it?
You have to just read between the lines.
The song was about Chalky Chalky.
Chalky, but I mean, it was written for him.
It was written for Jason.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mom, if you watch it, it'll be the proof that I can stop all this. I'll stop the drama classes. I'll stop the piano because it's not for me.
Not according to Jason. But now you're looking nice today, Casey.
Cute today. We're doing a little office breast cancer awareness, wearing pink.
All the girls, all the lassies in the office.
This was actually, I totally forgot that we were wearing pink for breast cancer awareness, and I wore this.
Oh, how it just worked out.
It just worked out. Like, when do we ever always wear pink? So, of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you want to get down, there are places doing breast cancer checks across the city. It's all thanks to the Pink Caravan. And they are in collaboration with Friends of Cancer Patients in the UAE. So that's the Pink Caravan that's going around the UAE.
Yep. So, how you went to get checked this weekend, right? How did it work out for you?
I went to get checked, and I'm glad I went in the middle of the month because they are doing 6-hour slots in different locations. And I think the next one is at Museum of the Future on Friday, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I went to Raw Coffee at, let's say they were starting at 10 a.m. We got there at 12-ish, and already it was booked out. And I've spoken to someone since who said, people got there at 4:30.
Wow.
Put their names in writing on the caravan and said, mark us onto the slot. This is in demand because it's amazing that they're doing these free testings across the city, but they're doing 60 slots per day. You know, they don't have enough slots for people. So there's a huge demand for it. So if you want to go to Museum of the Future this Friday, I would get there early. And look, it's uncomfortable. It can be an uncomfortable situation because they do mammograms for people over 40. Under 40, it's just a regular exam, and it's not, you know, a usual chest. You have to like take off your top and everything, but it's so important to get it done. But you need to get there super duper early, and you know, maybe who knows if the Pink Caravan could put on more slots for people, because I just can see the huge demand of these free checks, because it's amazing that they're doing it.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
You just know that there's people like pounding on the door to get in.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, it is amazing that they're doing it, and the demand for it. Like, of course, they won't be able to adjust so many people. Hence, people are going in at 4 a.m. And that's very smart of them, you know, to leave a sticker on the door saying like to slot us in.
I don't know if it worked. I just heard that on the grapevine that's what people were doing. However, I do think if you have a concern, you know, if you have a specific thing that you're concerned about, if you're feeling a lump, for example, mention it to the women there. Like, they're humans. Well, cute cutting is okay if you actually have a reason for it. Because of course you can do checkups yourself, right? So you don't necessarily need, you can also do them yourself, but if you have a key concern, let the ladies know, and I'm sure they'll give you the attention that you need.
100%. And I'll read out a few symptoms of breast cancer in case you are planning on getting checked. So a new lump in the breast or underarm, which is your armpit area, thickening or swelling of a part of your breast, irritation or dimpling of breast skin, and redness or flaky skin in the nipple area or the breast, and pulling in of the nipple or pain in the nipple area. So these are all just symptoms. If you feel it, then please do get yourself checked up ASAP.
And do remember, it's not necessarily hereditary. It can happen to anyone at any age. And I think this is the month where we hear the stories, because some people go through things so quietly.
Yeah.
And it's only, that's the case with illness in general. It's only after sometimes that people talk about it. And this month gives women the platform to share their stories. So we've mentioned before, we had Shian Moss on the show. She was a 28-year-old Dubai resident, teacher, living a healthy, active lifestyle. She was at the gym one day and she noticed a lump. She had one of the most aggressive forms of breast cancer. She went and got it checked, and rounds of chemo later, a year and a half later, she can happily say that she's on the other side. But how scary. I can't even, so scary. So do get checked, and that's what the Pink Caravan is doing. It's early breast cancer detection is so important. And the next one is on Friday, Museum of the Future, 4 p.m. It's at 4 p.m. So get there earlier, enjoy the day.
12 p.m., yeah.
Get there earlier, basically.
Okay, so now, speaking of long queues.
Speaking of long queues, our top story this morning, there's a 3-hour traffic jam in Dubai. Take alternative routes if possible. Dubai police have reported heavy congestion due to a multi-vehicle accident on Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road near Mirdif Bridge towards Abu Dhabi. Residents recorded 2-hour delays, 3-hour delays. We do not have full information on the traffic jam itself just yet. All we know is Dubai police recorded it's a multi-vehicle accident. So we're hoping that everyone involved is safe.
Exactly. I mean, early mornings are definitely, rush hour. People are sleepy, trying to get their coffee, like sips of coffees, trying to answer emails. Like, so much goes on in the mornings. I can't even. And parents having to deal with their annoying kids. Not annoying kids. Like, I was an annoying kid, so I'm putting that into play. But it's just mornings are a full situation. Mm-hmm. And traffics and these.
We're not at our most alert.
Not at our most alert, yeah, for sure. You're so drowsy in the morning. And anytime I look into other cars, like while I'm on the road, it's just like you get to peep into their lives. Some people you see fighting, some people, like you see kids going to school and the driver's driving and they're on their phones. Like, teenagers on their phones and with their AirPods on and just like zoned out from the world. And I don't know, you just get to see like how
so interesting. I like when I'm walking past people's houses, love looking into the windows. Don't you do that? Especially at Christmas, I look at all the Christmas trees, but you just sit and you're like, oh, that's a nice TV, that's a nice table setting.
Yeah.
Then I knock on the door, walk inside, hey, okay, no. But it's another way to just get some interior inspo.
Yeah, if you look at it that way, there are people like you who look inside houses for interior inspo. And there are people who don't look inside houses for that specific reason.
I was what other reasons are there?
Anything. They can look inside the house for like so many dangerous. Have you seen You? Have you seen the show You?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but how close to reality is You? Not really. Like, people creep online, not in reality.
Of course, there are so many stalkers. Like, have you not heard celebrity stalking stories? And just like, it gets pretty insane. Like, these stalkers out there, and hence restraining orders and people peeking into your houses. And that's why you should always have like those, have your windows
There
darkened.
Isn't much private. It's so funny because yesterday evening I was going past a house and they were having a bizarre party. And everyone I was with was looking like we were looking at the party because there was no cover. You could see directly into the garden, and the house was totally open. It was like a bohemian. Like, there was like it looked like people were like waving like butterfly wings, like blues and purples. It looked amazing, and we were just talking about what type of party they were having. But now I realize that that is probably
breach of privacy.
Should I not look?
No,
it was a party.
No. See. I'm saying like you looking is fine, knowing you, but like anyone else, if you imagine a guy staring at your house, like you're just like
you've given me some privilege there that I do not deserve. Because what's the difference, And you know me, so I guess you can vouch for my character that there's no like nefarious activities in there. but someone else doesn't.
Yeah, me being a stranger, seeing you from my window, seeing someone just staring into my house. And okay, you're a woman, fine, like you have that little advantage. But if I saw a man looking into my house that way, I would be creeped for my life.
A group of guys, walking past. Okay, I take back. I never stare into neighbors' windows at Christmas time. Close your curtains.
Close your curtains or darken your windows. A lot of communities in Dubai actually don't have darkened windows, and that concerns.
Keep their curtains open. It's as though they want you to see the insides of their homes. I'm telling you.
I mean, what if they got those apartments or villas to, look out like for the views, and then you close the curtains, and what's the point of the views?
I never thought of that. I just know that I lived in a community before, and the curtains were just wide open at night, and the lights were on. I was like, you want me to know what you're having for dinner at this point?
Honestly, I would say the communities, when they're building homes, they should just darken the windows. So you can't look inside, but people can't look inside your house, but you can look out.
I never trust those, but yeah, I agree. Next up, a story, a scoop by Lovin Dubai and Simran yesterday.
So you guys, amid heavy speculations, Ain Dubai has announced its opening dates. So the word is in that Ain Dubai will remain closed until the first quarter of 2023, and that is any time between January to March that it will open up. And the delay happens to be the result of enhancement work, and the team are promising guests an upgraded experience once it has reopened. Now, although you can find all the updates on Ain Dubai's official website, residents couldn't help but devise theories around the holdup, and many are assuming it's for rebranding purposes and have fashion names such as Ravi, like Ravi, and then Pepsi, like Pepsi, and just it gets very creative to say the least.
So if you want to check the website for the update, they've released a statement. It says, we have been working rigorously to complete the enhancement works over the past months. Once a reopening date is set, a further announcement will be made. In line with our commitment to offering guests an experience unlike any other, we look forward to introducing new and exciting offers when we reopen Ain Dubai for visitors to enjoy from across the globe. Therefore, we do not have the date, but when the date is ready, they will let us know.
Exactly. But it will be sometime between January to March next year. And we know how much residents and visitors love this attraction. When it was still operating, people were obsessed. The views, the whole experience, and just the amenities inside the cabin. So people are just waiting, in anticipation of when it will open up, and they were hoping it would open up during Christmas and December. But now you guys know that it will take a little while longer.
And it's not the type of thing you go on once, right? Because when I was going, it was, do I want to go in the morning? Or do I want to go when the sun is up or down? Or do you want to get the coveted sunset spot? That was the one you wanted to be on.
Oh my gosh,
and when I went, we got the nighttime one. And I was like, it is insanely beautiful up here. You can see, and I went on a clear day. However, really wanted that sunset spot. So next time I have visitors in town, we'll go on sunset.
Sunset, and during the winters when there are clouds, because January to March is like, they're the cold months anyway, right? So you would catch the clouds. Because in Dubai, you don't get to see clouds.
You don't, not so much.
Right? And it seldom appears in the winter months. And that's when you're like, wow, you take all
That's
the
when you
pictures.
need to go back to the Ain again, go back up and experience life in a bubble within the clouds. You have to plan your days. That's why it's good that we're residents, because we can go at any point. Before we jump into the next story, I just want to rehash over the accident. So we're getting some comments in about it. Someone is saying this must be one of the worst accidents I've seen on Sheikh Zayed Road. I thought it was on Mohammed bin Zayed Road. Maybe up to 10 large vehicles and cars involved. We hope there are no casualties. The delays are still there. We can see still the same length of delays. Google Traffic is recording it as slow traffic. And if we have more updates, we'll share that with you, because no doubt Dubai Police will release a further update very soon. So when we have that, we'll share that with you.
So if you can avoid that route, do try to avoid it if you're watching before, heading that way. But Leo Camargo on Instagram, hello. He's been, I think he said my life for just being stuck in traffic jams.
Stuck in jams, never moving forward. I feel you.
And then he's like, love Dubai. Satya asked, any update on fuel prices next month? Well, here's hoping it drops further or stays the same. You know, either one is good. But no, we don't have any updates yet. But we'll jump on to our next story now. Yeah?
Our next story, another world record has been smashed. This one, the largest gathering of people dressed as astronauts. I think it's my favorite world record that's ever been broken in the UAE. 940 Reptonians gathered for the best reason ever. So this is Repton School Abu Dhabi. They smashed the Guinness World Record title for the largest gathering of people dressed as astronauts. How do they come up with these Guinness World Records? It's genius. It's so genius.
Reptonians? Okay, reptin kids. I was thinking like it's a new type of species.
Oh, like an astronaut species?
I'm just like, what is that? Reptonian sounds like a dinosaur breed. But okay, reptins call themselves Reptonians. That's cute. So Reptonians, teachers and staff from year 2 to year 7 participated in the record-breaking event held at its Fry campus. And its Fry campus, plus an official educator from Guinness World Records verified the record on site, and all spacesuits worn were required to meet strict criteria set out by the Guinness World Records. And as part of the astronaut uniform, students wore the country flags on their arms, which showed how diverse the UAE community is.
Cue the best day ever in school. Can you imagine?
That is so...
Hundreds of little astronauts walking around.
Oh.
It's so adorable. And the pictures are just amazing. And they look like, although I have to say the crowd scene does look a little bit like, when as soon as I saw it, I kind of thought, what is it, the hazmat suits, COVID times? That was my first impression.
Oh, yeah,
but the individual pictures of the kids alone, incredible, love it. Can you remember like your best day ever in school when something just, like that you'll remember forever, like breaking your world record for dressing as an astronaut? I just think it's, love it.
That is so cute. Like it's just a vision of like all these really cute mini humans dressed in an astronaut costume. Whoever thought of this is a genius, deserves a raise or deserves a scholarship. Like whoever came up with this idea. Adorable. Adorable. And like just in time for Halloween, we should have dressed up in quarantine outfits for Halloween.
No, I don't want to remember. I don't want to relive those. What's a quarantine outfit? PJs?
No, not PJs. Like the body suits.
Hazmat suits?
Hazmat suits, yeah. No, we don't want to relive the days.
No, I feel like that would freak people out.
Yeah, it's
you know,
like
if I see one now, it's still no. Don't want to see that in public because then I'd be like, why is it there? Is there something I don't know? Is there something she isn't telling me?
The trauma.
Keep your hazmat suits in your cupboard.
The flashbacks.
The flashbacks. No,
okay,
thanks.
no hazmat suits.
But maybe a quarantine style, like scruffy PJs, or you could do quarantine / at work. So like your face could be all done with loads of makeup and like all set for work, and then you're just wearing
PJs at the
PJs
bottom.
And you've got like chips and all of that.
That is the easiest costume hack, the quarantine outfit.
That's kind of what we do every day here. Like, you don't know what's going on underneath this table. You don't know.
That can be taken in so many ways.
I'm talking about outfits, Simran. So, like, it is true, though, because when you're coming to work in this environment, you want to make sure the top half is looking okay.
And they have no idea what's going on.
You can kind of wear tracksuit bottoms underneath. You can kind of wear jeans and trackies.
Is that what you're really on about?
Obviously, that's what I'm on about. What else would I be talking about?
You tell me.
I don't know.
But you were asking me about my favorite day in school. I can't remember. Do you have one?
No, I don't have a specific favorite one immediately. I loved sports days. I loved the summer sports days where you'd have like egg and spoon race.
Oh,
where
wow.
We used to put potatoes, obviously, on spoons and run.
That's more of a Norwegian thing. I didn't know Irish had a thing for potatoes.
Really? That's like our thing.
Potatoes?
Okay. Yeah!
I thought it was more Norwegian. Thing. Okay, the Norwegians are claiming it.
Who in Norway is claiming potatoes?
I swear it's a thing. Okay, one second.
Maybe is this something that I've just like proudly, because as Irish people, we take things as our own and we're very proud of it, but maybe other people don't know. Ali, Shahir, you know potatoes are Irish things, right? Mashed potatoes, baked potatoes.
Wait. It's either the Swedish.
Roast potatoes. I don't know why you're doing this.
Okay, I'll tell you.
You can make lots of drinks out of potatoes.
It's either the Swedish or the Norwegian who love their potatoes.
It's Irish.
No, it's Swedish or Norwegians. It's one of the two. I think it's Swedish.
Fried potatoes.
Norway. sweet.
Roasties on a Sunday. Like
So
our
it's
meal
Irish?
is meat and 2 veg and potatoes.
Which country is known for potatoes?
Can someone please rectify Simran on this one, because I feel like I'm just...
China. No.
China. It could be China, I don't know.
Okay, so it says China, followed by India, followed by Russia and Ukraine. Ireland is not even on that list.
We make potatoes, but maybe we don't export them because they're so good.
Known for...
Like a floury potato in the summer. We make great chips. Oh, we make really good chips. I'd actually invite you to Ireland just to have
potato chips.
A bag of salt and vinegar chips.
I just need to know if it's Norwegians or Swedish people who love potatoes.
The first person that responds will be the decider. Please, on Instagram, let us know. Are potatoes more of an Irish thing or a Swedish thing?
Or Norwegian.
We need a response.
We need
cannot move on.
answers. Okay, Irish, Norwegian, or Swedish? It's got to be one of the three.
Just give me an Irish flag, please. Someone from Ireland has to be watching. You have to know how important this is to us as people. We love our potatoes. we export them. We import them. Roasties, baked potatoes, floury potatoes. Why can't mashed potatoes?
But the UK
mashed potatoes
have them
with the
too.
crispy edges. I know, but they're not as good as the ones in Ireland.
Oh, but I thought the Irish had like, you know.
Irish.
Who said that? Where?
My first 2 people. Amrob said definitely Irish flag. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not crazy. We love them so much.
Potatoes?
Potatoes.
But what about the Norwegians and the Swedish?
I've never heard of that connection before.
Norwegians and the Swedish.
Thank you guys so much. I literally Irish, duh. I've never, I needed the gammon Irish. That's my mom. Hi, mommy. She's awake early.
Oh, did she answer?
About 4 or 5 people have answered say Irish.
The gammon Irish. What is the gammon Irish?
Gammon, I think gammon's a type of meat.
The meaty Irish?
I don't know what she's.
You don't even know Irish?
No, I don't know what she's referring. Gammon is a type of meat, no, mommy? So. Anyway, potatoes, okay. Irish, sorted, settled, no more debate. So I need to educate you in some Irish things.
Now we have the answer, and potatoes are the Norwegians.
Let's move on.
No, it's the Irish. It's the Irish. Irish have claimed potatoes. But what they have not claimed is drug trafficking. So Dubai police intercept yet another drug trafficking operation.
Interesting segue.
I know. I regretted it right after I said it. So Dubai is one of the safest cities in the world, and that's all thanks to Dubai police force. So Dubai police shared a video of an operation that took place recently, and it's exactly like watching an action movie. So 436 kgs of drugs were hidden in plastic legumes, and Dubai police arrested 6 suspects.
This is another story of drug importing in unusual objects, and now we have the real footage to go with it. 280 packs of plastic beans were filled with drugs in a shipment of what was meant to be legumes. After getting a tip-off, the police began their investigation by following and monitoring the suspects of the operation and the packages of drugs. Police raided the den and seized 436 kgs of drugs.
Now, after 7 hours of surveillance, 6 suspects were arrested by Dubai Police's General Department of Anti-Narcotics. So, another attempt foiled and, foiled basically. Another
attempt foiled by Dubai Police. As you know, the UAE has a zero tolerance drugs policy. But that's the end of our show. Guys, we're going to have Jason Derulo live in about 1 minute. If you're watching on Instagram, go directly to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube right now. You can see why I am not talented.
No, you are talented, Casey. But if you want to see Casey singing specially for Jason Derulo, then do jump on.
And live at the Coca-Cola Arena this Friday will be Jason Derulo. Get your tickets now. They're flying out the door. He's going to be with us right after this. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Our next guest needs no introduction. Countless hits, awards, TikTok sensation, over 1.2 billion likes. He'll also be performing at the Coca-Cola this Friday. It is Jason Derulo.
Hey there.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys.
So we have a little welcome gift for you and us. Oh, you're such a sweet man. Sweetest man. So it's Dubai's famous Chocky Chocky.
Chocky
for you, Jason Derulo.
I've been here so many times. I don't know how nobody introduced to me.
It's the OG Nutella. So So one for me, one for Casey, one for
This
this
is what
Jason.
people grew up on.
What?
And it's just a little thing. Kids have it in school, but people love Chalky.
Chalky.
So it's quite
Okay.
complicated. First, you got to find the tear.
Mm-hmm.
Got to pull it apart,
Okay.
Yeah,
and then you squeeze and suck it.
that's it.
Oh,
That's what you got to do to get that Chalky.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
that's fine.
You are officially a Dubai resident.
What do you call that? A Dubaian? Dubaian?
Dubaian.
Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
We
You
hope you
have
liked
become
it.
one of us.
Nah, that's fire. I like that a lot.
Oh, is that it? You're not gonna
Eat the
try
whole
something?
joint?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like just squeeze and pull. No.
That was your first Chalky. We hope you
For
liked
sure.
it. But we want to talk to you about like all of your firsts. We want to go way back.
Uh-huh.
We'll kick off with what was your first time that you knew you were talented?
First time I knew I was talented. Well, nobody's ever asked me that. That's a really good question. I would say the first time I knew I was talented was when I sang for my aunt. Her name is Auntie Manush. And she instantly was like, you know, sing for me again, like keep going, because I think she was cooking something, and I was, you know, just sitting there like singing. And then she goes up to my mom and she's like, no, he can really sing. And my mom was like, come on, Manush, come on. She's like, no, he can like really, really sing. And I kind of was like, oh, okay, I might have something. So that was the first time.
Okay, what song was it that you were singing?
No idea.
No idea.
I mean,
Nursery
yeah, no.
rhyme? No, you don't know.
No idea.
One
what
of
that
your
was.
songs.
So it came singing first and then dancing?
No, I would say they came simultaneously because I started singing and dancing when I was 4 because I saw Michael Jackson for the first time. So I was trying to, you know, do all the dance moves and sing all the songs. So definitely at the same time.
What kind of a kid were you like in school? Like the funny guy, the musically inclinated?
So I was what age? Because I kind of morphed and changed a lot.
I want to go
What's your
teens.
phase? Teens? Yeah.
Teens?
Teens.
And so in middle school, that's when I first became like athletic. So I saw the girls on the track team and I was like, wow, that's where all the girls are on the track team. So I guess I run track. So I went to tryouts for the track team. Couldn't run the 100. I was too slow. I couldn't do the high jump. I couldn't jump high. So they shoved me with the long distance runners. You know, that's like the most unwanted one. But I ended up being really good at it because, you know, running long distance I think is more mental than anything. But I actually did become good. So that was the first time I got introduced to sports. And I think that opened me up to a lot of different people because I, you know, I was on the music side, so I knew all the musicians, everybody that, you know, played an instrument or sang. But, you know, then becoming an athlete, then I started to hang around with the athletes as well.
That's so interesting because looking at you, you just can't tell that you're athletic.
I get that a lot.
Luckily, he can sing.
Luckily.
So from school, we want to keep on going with first. So what was your first date like?
Speaking of girls.
Speaking of
First
girls that you
date.
were going to the track for?
First date, we had this movie theater called Movie Co. By the house, and that was literally like the hangout spot. So my mom dropped me off with this girl, and yeah, we had a good time. I mean, because that was like the hot spot. We always went there every weekend. Everybody kind of met there. So if you came there with somebody, you know, it was a thing. But yeah, we had a good time.
Where is she now?
I don't know.
Your mom's so open-minded, dropping you off on a date with your girlfriend. I mean, yeah, it's not a very common accepting situation.
Nah, mom has always been best friends, so it was good. She's always been really supportive in that area, and she rathered be a part of it as opposed to it being like this secret thing that I was doing and me being on the street. So she would rather even like have girls like come to the house even than me be going out.
So your family was overall supportive of your music career? They never pushed anything onto you?
Yep, for my music career and my my love life as well, I guess.
Top parenting skills.
Right.
So then, super talented, working
you.
out in school, and making it to fame. What was your first concert like? First time you performed, how many people were there?
First concert. What would I consider my first concert? Concert is very different than first performance. Do you mean my first performance? Because concert is my songs.
Your best memory of either.
The first time on stage, I guess.
First time on stage, I was scared out of my mind. I was good until I actually got to the curtain, and I heard them say my name and then the applause. And I was behind the curtain, and I was like, I am not going out there. There's no way. I was 8 years old, and the security that was out there literally had to like push me on the stage. And I started singing, and I was really nervous. And then I just had the urge to like do this spin, and then I did this spin, and then like the crowd like started going wild, and I was like, okay, I could do this. And then I got a little more confident, and then at the end I got a standing ovation, and I was like, oh, this is like a new thing that I'm gonna need in my life. You know, I'm gonna feel like that again and again and again.
It's almost like an addiction, right? Like getting that reaction from the audience and crowd. Like you just want more and more and more and more.
Absolutely.
So is that what you feel like fueled you?
I think one of the things, I've always wanted to be able to share the songs that I write. You know, I've been writing for a very long time, since I was a kid. And being able to just share my craft, you know, I guess, you know, some of it is the gratification of people liking it, but a lot of it is for me. You know, I genuinely enjoy writing songs. You know, it's my favorite thing to do, to go into the studio and, you know, just vibe out. It's one of my favorite things to do in the world.
So cool. What was like the first song that you wrote that you were like, this is in my head, and this will get stuck in other people's heads too?
Well, the first song that I wrote was a song called "Crush on You" for this girl named Amy Hume.
Amy Hume.
Yeah, and I wrote it for her because I didn't have any money, so I wanted to give her a gift to, you know, kind of get her to like me or whatnot. But never sang it for her.
Jason.
But it started me songwriting though. Yeah, I was too nervous to give it to her.
Now's the time. Can you remember the lyrics?
I can actually.
Sing it! Sing it!
It's early. 24/7 days of the week, my mind is on you and it's getting to me. I got a crush on you. I got a crush on you.
This is not a release track. Is it a release track?
No. It was when I was 8 years old.
That was full on for Amy.
So you lied to us in the beginning of the show. You're like, Tom Dirty was my first song, and what when I was 8?
Oh no, I was joking. Because you said you were like 7 years old when you heard it for the first time.
12.
Okay, so you know I didn't want to feel like I was old. So yeah, I wrote that when I was 9.
Speaking of supportive parents, were they in support of your of the name you gave your son? Very unique, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. So my dad.
His son's name is Jason too.
Yeah.
Jason King.
Jason too. Yeah. So my dad named my brother the same thing. So my brother's a junior. So my son being a junior was not out of pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't do juniors in India? Yes, you guys do, for sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, 100%.
But like not the word junior, but somehow, somewhere it should be there. But yeah, that's cool.
So,
Jason Jr.
Yeah, fathers don't name their firstborn like their name?
Here, well, in the UAE, you like follow the surnames again and again, so the names just seem to get longer. So it could be, I won't do it. But the whole family name continues on in the men anyway.
So like what, you add a name to the back of it?
Yeah, so for example,
local.
if my name is, for local here in Emirati, if my name is, for example, Ahmed, it would be Ahmed, daughter of, Mariam, daughter of, and it goes up. So the names just get longer.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Well, my last name is already super long, my actual last name, so I don't think I can add anything to that.
Okay, now coming to your TikTok, which everyone wants to know about. The content, it's insane. And you just push stuff out like every what, like 10 minutes every hour? Who comes up with all that genius content?
I used to post that much during the pandemic, definitely, because I was posting like 6 times a day. No exaggeration, actually 6 times. That was the goal every day, like to pump out 6. But yeah, I come up with my content, and yeah, I have a great time shooting it. You know, depending on what's on my mind for the day, whether it's like doing something funny or I think it's funny, or you know, doing a special effects video or cooking or yeah, whatever is kind of like on my mind at that day. Or I go into my ideas box, you know, in my memos, and choose something out of there, you know, depending on how I'm feeling.
What does that look like?
It looks like a lot of writing.
What are you? Are you like a businessman, or are you a singer? Are you an artist, a performer, a content creator? Like, there's so much.
I think I'm all of the above. I think once you know, you think you got me figured out, you know, something else is added. But yeah, business-wise, I mean, there's just so much going on that I'm really excited about. Yeah, so it's, you know, there's just a certain amount of time in a day, but I try to utilize all of them. But for some reason here in Dubai, I cannot sleep more than 4 or 5 hours. Like, I always feel like ready, and I wake up like energized. Like, it's unbelievable. I'm like, I might need to get a place here. Like, it's unbelievable.
Well, that's the entrepreneurial spirit of the city. And guys, by the way, Jason Derulo's moving to Dubai. But if you want to catch him, he's going to be on Friday at Coca-Cola Arena. Do not miss it. Get your tickets. Before we jump into the final segment, all of this is going on, but you have a lot of big fans. Like, our office is literally buzzing that you're here, and loads of people are going to tune in. What is like the craziest fan encounter you've ever had, or the craziest DM, or like the weirdest thing, or the most exciting thing that's ever happened with a wild fan?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it crazy necessarily, but I mean, I've had all kinds of things, as you can imagine.
I don't know, can we? Maybe not.
There was I was performing. I forget where it was. I was performing. Well, there was like this huge gate. I mean, the gate had to be like the largest gate that I've ever seen in my life, and it was barricading the fans. It was like an outside event, and somebody climbed the entire gate. I'm seeing it in my head right now because it's wild. They climbed the whole gate just to get a photo. Like, it was the most dangerous thing I've ever seen.
Wasn't that impressive to you?
It was. I was like, let's take a photo. You risked your life. Like, but yeah, I mean, all kinds of things. I mean, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If a girl, I mean, this is the whole thing of crossing mountains for someone, right? She goes like, for you. Did you marry her?
It's Amy Hume trying to get back after you heard the song.
Facts.
Okay, so when we started the show, we introduced you to Chocky Chocky. This is like a big part of lifestyle and culture here in the UAE.
Yep.
So what Simran and I is, we actually made a song about Chocky Chocky to one of yours, and we'd like to see what you think of it, and then maybe you can sing a song about Chocky Chocky as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear y'all sing.
We're not putting you on the spot, but we have an expert.
No.
Beatboxer, he's gone.
Our beatboxer is not in the building, which is fine.
So you gotta do an acapella.
We have got a lot of rhythm and rhyme, Simran and I, so don't you worry.
I don't even know it.
Okay, so our beatbox is not here. Do you want to beatbox for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Singing Chocky Chocky on the Lovin Dubai show with Jason Derulo. Let's kick it off.
Okay.
Okay, Casey, will you start? Okay.
Simran and Casey!
Talk Chocky to me.
Talk Chocky to me. Get melty on me.
All those Habibis want in on this.
They want to taste some. That's all we have.
Wow.
We can't do more impressive.
Wow. That was interesting.
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 Did you like it as much as you like Chocky Chocky?
I like Chocky Chocky a little more, but I mean, I love Chocky Chocky, so, you know.
The effort Okay, it wasn't like climbing a gate for you, but the effort was still there.
No, the effort was there. The effort, I could see the effort.
We like content, so we're hoping some views.
You know what? If you could do better.
I think we're gonna get a lot of views for that. I don't know if I can do better than that. That's viral.
No, I think you
I think you can do better.
You can.
Put us in our place. We'll stick with the music performing.
Have we outbeaten the content king?
Oh my God, you might have.
Hey, we've got My Book Room saying see you in Coca-Cola Rila soon. Super cool. What can the guys expect when they come to see you on Friday?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited because I've been here a lot of times, and I performed at festivals. I performed at clubs, and I don't perform in a lot of clubs around the world, but I really like Dubai, so I like coming here. But this is my first ticketed event that's an actual show. So all the fans here that I've seen over the years, this is the first opportunity that we'll actually have to put on a proper show for you guys. So I'm so excited, couldn't be more excited because this is the first one.
Amazing. Because I've seen you in a club here before. It was a couple of tunes, but this is going to be the whole thing.
The whole gamut.
We appreciate your time so much. Such a legend, a hero. And thank you so much, Jason Derulo, guys, on the Lovin Dubai show.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right. See y'all Friday.